Mm. Hey y'all, Happy New Year. I'm eating a fat boy. I love ice cream sandwiches. One thing about me this year is that I am not about to be out here like, oh my god, new year, new goals. I have to do that. Okay, eat your ice cream. In moderation, of course. Happy New Year. Happy 2025, you guys and gals. Let me turn my heater off. Hold on. Yeah. So today's live is about taking stock of your life and understanding like what actually matters to you. Because I feel like every time this year, whether it's the end of December or the beginning of January, whatever it is, we always love to get like in a frenzy and think about, okay, what am I gonna do this year? What is it gonna look like? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know about you guys, but I felt so exhausted by the end of this year. 2024 was a doozy, okay? To say the least. I think we were all tried, we were all tested, we learned things about ourselves, we grew, we made it to the other side, and now we're here, okay? And this is the beginning of something new. Like, quite literally, the planetary shifts that are happening in this new year is such a pivotal and important time. So, my suggestion and what I plan to do is to be more focused on what truly makes my soul happy and focus on more of those things. Okay, I don't want to be distracted by what's around me and who's saying what, you know, what I should be doing. That's got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Okay, focus on what you actually care about. Hi, Jay, how are you? Focus on what you actually care about, and when you do that, you're gonna have a better year. Happy New Year. Hi, Eloy. Happy New Year. Thanks for the update, West Cruz. Hi, movie gravy edits. Hey guys, I'm eating Fat Boy. When you guys come in, give me a thumbs up as you pop in. But like, I don't feel stressed out about what this year is gonna look like. Happy New Year, Lance. Because I don't feel the need to like race against the clock. The sound of your voice is calming. Oh, thanks, Jay. That's because I took a nap. Before I get into this, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown. Yesterday, I was feeling kind of sick, and then I was like doing some work. Like I do edit social media edits for this like company, and I was like, oh my god, like am I going to go out tonight? Because I had plans, and then I ended up staying late to like finish the social media edit. And I started feeling like I was coming down with something. And then I had a friend that I invited to go out with me, and she was like, do you want to go out still? And I was like, yes. So that, hi, thank you. You're so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Asale. I look familiar, really? I appreciate that. I'm gonna be talking so much, my ice cream's gonna melt. I don't know why I go live and try to do this at the same time, but long story short, I ended up going out and I had a great time. I think partially why I sound like this is because I was up till 5 a.m. You guys, 5 a.m. Hi, Brittany. Who is Asia Branch? Do you like my profile picture? Is that a dog? I can't really see it, to be honest. I really would need some social media expert for my new food truck. You're gonna start a food truck, Jay? That's dope. Are you in the US? What state are you in, if you don't mind me asking? You're from Iran. I'm from Southern California. Don't hold it against me. Asia Branch. I know an Asia Cruise, but I don't know an Asia branch. Do you guys think it's rude if I eat? Mm. Okay. Raise your hand if you have New Year resolutions. Like New Year resolutions. Oh, Beckett, you're on your mom's account. Okay, Beckett. Beckett, do you have Chandler, Asale, Soldat? Do you guys have New Year's resolutions for 2025? You do. Okay. I see. Okay, okay. So I want to just quickly get to the point of my life. I just want you guys not to stress yourselves out this year, because the more you think, oh my God, I have to do this, do that, do that, do that, you're not going to really get it done, right? Because sometimes you can't. But I want to challenge you guys to look at your camera roll from 2024. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate the subscription. Am I Christian? I grew up Christian. I have a Bible right next to me. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a. We'll talk later on that. Don't stress yourselves out, you guys, because what you need to do, in my opinion, is look through your camera roll. Start from January and go all the way down to December, and then ask yourself, what is it in this camera roll that I love about my life? Like, did you have a bunch of time with family? Did you have a bunch of time with your friends? Did you travel a lot? Did you not spend time with family? Did you not travel a lot? And the reason I'm suggesting that you do this is because you'll be able to truly identify what your heart is calling for, right? Like, you won't have to think about, oh, what do I have to accomplish and like check off like a box. You'll think, wow, I didn't spend any time with my family this year. I'm gonna make that a priority because that's important to me. Or, wow, I spent so much time with my family and I neglected my friends. So make sure that this year you don't fill your calendar with a bunch of stuff, right? Make sure you're doing things you actually like and that you actually care about. And this year, my goal is to not do a bunch of like distracting things. It's to get rid of everything that doesn't align with what I truly want. Because 2024, I was busy, like, and I felt like busy for no reason. Did you do pageants? I did do a pageant when I was in like the 11th grade. It was kind of like a different. What's your goal? Well, one of my goals is to build a community here on YouTube and make inspiring content, because I feel like as I've gotten to this point in my life, I think I know what I want now. So that's one of my goals. Do you want to share your goal, Beckett? Chandler, what state are you in? I'm curious. You're giving me like Texas vibes, or like, I have no idea. I like Texas, by the way. Do you know who Anna Elizabeth Byes is? I don't. Why are you asking me if I know all these people? I'm curious. I have no idea who these people are. I don't mind you asking me. I'm just curious why you're asking. You know, I think it is too. My goal is to be a better baseball player and soccer player. Oh, that's great. I played soccer too. That's really cool. I played in high school and I played in college. I'm not in college anymore, by the way. I'm actually a little bit older. Oh, thank you, Eunice. So, another thing I'm going to focus on this year, you guys, is this 3-part step. It's called stop, start, continue. So you stop, like you choose what you're going to stop doing, you choose what you're going to start doing, and then you choose what you're going to continue doing. But don't complicate it, right? Like for someone else, they were like, oh, it's New Year's Day and you're eating an ice cream sandwich. Yeah. Like I'm not doing that to myself this year where it's like, I can't eat this. I can't. No. I don't have time for that anymore. Like I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to put healthy food into my diet, but I'm not going to like eliminate things out of my life. I refuse. Unbreakable Beckett. Unbreakable Beckett. Okay, I'll have to check you out, Beckett. How old are you? Are you in high school or in college or did you travel in Vicksburg? Do you travel in Vicksburg? I'm not sure what Vicksburg is. Is that a city in a state? Beckett, you're 8 years old? Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool. I'm eating an ice cream sandwich. They call them fat boys. Merci beaucoup, Yunus. Okay, what's your question, Chandler? I've never been, I don't even know what Vicksburg is, so I can't, like, I don't know what state that's in. Okay, maybe you don't have a question anymore, Chandler. So anyway, stop being busy this year. Like, stop being busy. And just focus on what your heart truly desires. Like, just focus on what your heart truly desires. Like, if I were to completely take away all the things that I've committed myself to, I would have had a less stressful year. And I feel like this year I'm going to, yeah, I'm letting go of things that I just don't have time for. Do you have a boyfriend? I would say, Chandler, how old are you? Like, are you in high school or college? Christians are the best. 18, okay. I appreciate that question. I am a lot older than you though, Chandler. I will say that. He's 10 years older than me. Yeah. I think most of us here are older than you, Beckett. If you're 8 years old, I think there's most of us. Bring light to 2025. What does that mean? Please don't bring light to 20. Chandler, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, brain rot. You guys are completely ignoring what I'm saying. Oh, thank you, Eunice. Welcome in, guys. If you guys are still here, give me a thumbs up. appreciate that. This is like so cold on my finger. Chandler, this is not going to be the room for you to find your girlfriend, okay? Beckett, I think Chandler has a crush on your mom. Anyway, you guys are all over the place in the comment section, so I have to focus on what I'm saying. So just to quickly recap. To recap, stop being busy this year and focus on what your heart truly desires. And if you feel like you're not sure what your heart truly desires, then try the exercise of going through your camera roll and paying attention to what you really loved about this year. Because if you think about it, 365 days, most of us can't even remember what we did January of 2024, right? Like if someone had to ask me, oh, what did you do March of 2024? I have no idea. Like I really couldn't tell you. But when you go through your photos and your camera roll, you realize just how awesome of a year you had. But when you take stock of what that year looked like, you can actually dissect what's important. Like, do you see the fact that you didn't travel at all this year? Did you see the fact that you didn't focus on any health exercises? Like, did you do anything pertaining to your health? So just make sure you focus on those things that actually that stick out to you, because it's intuitive. When you know, like when you see something, you realize something is missing in your camera roll, you're like, oh crap. So that thing that jumps out to you that's missing, let that be your guide to what to focus on. Happy New Year, Johnny. Guys, Johnny's an old friend from college. So yeah. I'm not sure how long you've been in here, Johnny, but that was my lesson. And to also recap, we talked about the stop, start, and continue method for 2025. What are you going to stop? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the comments. What are you going to stop doing? What are you going to start doing? And what are you going to continue doing? And only choose one thing for each. Like, you don't want to know why I feel like New Year's resolutions are silly? Because they're silly because we put so much pressure on ourselves to accomplish something, but when you really focus on what you care about, then it doesn't matter. Hey Chandler, I don't want to be that person, but I'm gonna remove you from the room if you keep trying to hit on people's moms, okay? Like, this is not the space for you to find your girlfriend. I already said that. So I'm gonna have to remove you if you keep doing that in the comment section. He's trolling at this point. Anyway. Yeah, so just to also recap last night, I didn't leave the house to go out until 10:15 p.m. last night, and I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to drive or Uber. And so I got all dressed up in this lavender purple dress, and then I had my jewelry and I was looking really cute and everything like that. And then I was like, should I drive or should I Uber? And then at last minute I decided to Uber, because where I live it's really foggy and I didn't want to be caught personally driving in the fog. I'm like, I'll pay somebody else to drive in the fog. So yeah, I took an Uber and it was at my friend's place. And then they had a DJ, and the theme was called Harlem Renaissance. If you guys are not familiar with Harlem Renaissance, then just look that up. Um, it's like the 1920s era, 1930s. I started watching. Oh, okay, that's okay. You can watch the replay. Wait, I don't understand. You guys just started watching. You've been in here this. Eunice, you've been here this whole time. Anyway. Okay, Chandler. How do I hold on? Okay, I had to put Chandler in timeout. Sorry, Chandler, you're in timeout because you don't listen. Um, thanks, Eunice. Okay, so anyway, once I arrived, there was like maybe like 8 people there. Everybody was dressed up in their like 1920s outfit. Yeah, and it was so much fun, and like there was this place to take photos and like ring light and food and drinks and like, you know, it was a good time. I was actually dreading going because I wasn't feeling really well. And then I had invited my friend earlier and she was super excited to go, so I knew I couldn't bail on her. So I said, okay, I have to commit to going. So I committed to going, and I surprisingly had an amazing time. So I got there about like 10:45 p.m. We hung out, danced, you know, drank, ate, and then counted down to the new year. And then I stayed out till like 3 a.m. And then my friend took me home and we chatted in the car for like 30 minutes. Came in, took a shower, scrolled on my phone at 4 a.m. and then finally went to bed at 5 a.m. So and I woke up at 9 a.m. So I only got 4 hours of sleep, but I couldn't sleep past that. Okay, so that was my New Year's Eve. It was great. I made a short. If you guys want to look at that, like it, comment, whatever. You too, Eunice. Have a great day. Thank you. Okay, let's read some of these comments. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to think about what I'm going to stop and what I'm going to start. One thing is, I've been wanting to start for a while was traveling. Where do you live, in which city? Oh, I won't say the city. I'm planning to go to Cali in February. Oh, cool. Do you know what part of California you're gonna go to? Wait, aren't you from California? Like, I know you're originally from from Guatemala, but like, because you were at the UC, right? So like, didn't you already live in California? I slept so that I could start the new year as well rested. I don't blame you. That's actually a great idea. I gotta get a new phone charger because. Thank you, Eunice. Eunice, are you a guy or a girl? Because I'm just curious, like, what kind of content do you guys want? Like, I usually talk about girl stuff, but if there's guys here, then I can talk about guy stuff too. You're a guy, okay. Are you like in your 20s, 30s, 40s? There we go. If I can get that to stay like that. Okay, now it's charging. 30, okay. So like when you, and I thank you for subscribing, when you go on YouTube, like what do you like to see? Like where are you gonna spend your time watching? Or do you just like to watch pretty girls? Which is fine too. I'm just curious. Oh, you were born in LA. Okay, I thought you said you were born in Guatemala, but maybe your parents are from Guatemala. Hawaii, Minnesota, but I was born in LA. I didn't go back to Cali till college. Okay. Gotcha. So you born in LA, lived in Hawaii, lived in Minnesota, and then didn't come back to school. Didn't come back to California until you went to UC. That's interesting. Minnesota. I think Eunice is gone. Oh. Oh, you do? Perfect. Then you found the right channel, Eunice. Because I love giving advice. I love giving advice. So, my channel is a mix of advice. It's sometimes for girls, sometimes I actually have a video for guys. My most viewed video this year was actually for guys. Interestingly enough, it's called Here's Why She Won't Submit. You like podcasts? I thought about starting a podcast. Oh, you found me through shorts. Okay. I like that. Yeah, so actually, the girl who took me home last night, went after the party, the New Year's Eve party, she was like, "Oh, we should start a podcast," and I was like, "Do you want to like?" I was like, "Do you want me to be on your podcast, or you want me to be your co-host?" And she was like, "Well, we can talk about it, but I'm gonna start my own podcast, truthfully." Why is my charger not working? I'm sad. Okay. That should do it. I'm going to LA and San Diego. I don't think there's anyone left in Merced to visit. I don't think so either. It's been a minute. There is nobody left in Merced to visit that we know, unless they work there. I know some people who went to Merced when we were there that now work there. Who is one example? One guy that used to be on the basketball team. What's his name? I forgot his name. White guy from San Diego. He was from I forgot his name, honestly. I think he still works there. He even he's married with kids in Merced now. Okay, if the camera is moving around everywhere, it's because okay. Oh my god. It's not charging. Guys, this is terrible. And I have 2%. I'm trying to get it to charge. Why is this hating on me so bad? Okay. Oh, this is oh my god. So anyway. How many comments on there? What kind of advice do you give mainly? Is there any pros and checks for the person who's streaming? I'm on low battery. Oh. The type of advice I typically give, if I had to narrow it down, I give life advice, I give perspective. So I like to talk about things that we all go through, whether it's dating, whether it's jobs, losing jobs, finding jobs, starting a business, and just really sharing my journey and how I see things. And with a spiritual twist, right? My channel is called Soulspiration because I believe we're all souls first. And, that's really how I think. And my tagline is out of the matrix and into your divinity. And it's understanding that what we think is real, what we think is important, really isn't. And so if you could find that fine line between really what is important versus what society tells you, we'll live a better life. And a life more attuned to you, a more delicious life for you. Thank you, Eunice. I appreciate that. Am I saying your name right? Is it Eunice? Thanks, Johnny. I think your content is great. You discuss things that I feel gents our age can relate to. Okay, cool. My New Year was great, Beckett. Were you listening? I told you about my New Year. It was great. I was up till 5 a.m. And I've never stayed up that late for New Year's Eve ever in my life. It was way past my bedtime. What else? What did you guys do? I went to bed right at 12. Johnny, what did you do? Eunice, what did you celebrate with family? Like, did you guys... Beckett, I'm assuming you were at home with your parents, hopefully. What did you guys do for New Year's Eve? You went to your church at your friend's house. I think you said it backwards. I went to my friend at my church's house. Or you went to see your friend at your church. That's cool. Eunice was with friends. Okay. I don't know if Johnny's still here, but normally I spend my New Year's Eve with my parents and my sister, and we usually just hang out, count down, watch the New Year's Eve drop, like the Times Square ball on TV, have like apple cider and just count down. It's very wholesome. I usually do that every single year. Very rarely have I ever done anything different. The other year, I was here with my apartment mates, and we had like little, what do they call those things with that burn, and they're like little flickering lights. So yeah, it was kind of nice to switch it up, but I'm okay with having New Year's Eve at home. Yes, yes. You guys, the month of December has been cray cray. I'm sorry to hear that, Johnny. Don't bring brain rot. Beckett, you keep saying that. What does that mean? Brain rot? What does that mean? You hear an airplane? I think you're hearing cars passing, but airplanes do pass by where I live like literally every 5 minutes. I've gotten used to it though. I see. Okay. How old's your daughter now, Johnny? Yeah, I remember you said. I thought you always had a kid or something. I thought you'd been had a kid. Or maybe I'm not understanding. So I think, like I said, the year, which was 2020, because I remember my most viewed video was my bikini haul. Don't judge me. I was just trying out content, and that's my most viewed video till this day. It's like 30,000 views. And I think you commented something about that, and then I found you on Instagram, and then I think I saw that you had a kid then. So yeah, that's 2020. It's been 4 years. That makes sense. Yeah, exactly. That makes so in essence, I guess I knew that already. But congrats on being a dad. Do you live? What is Sigma Scabati? Beckett, what are you talking about? Just so you guys know, Beckett is 8 years old. But I love that you are conversing with us, Beckett. I just have no idea what you're talking about. So funny. Do you live with a roommate? Maybe, maybe not. That is classified. So if you don't watch it, you probably won't know. Interesting. Okay. You saw what? Johnny, do you know what Beckett is talking about? This Sigma Scabati, whatever that is. I was getting because there's a new generation and our generation was so bad. I gotta chat GPT this. I have no idea what Sigma Scabati is. I'm clearly out the loop. I can't keep up with all of these things. Pictures of Alex and I. Who is Alex? Is Alex your daughter? Oh, Gen Alpha. Yes, you are Gen Alpha. No, I did not delete my Instagram. I did make an account, and I still have that account when I was running for office. Yes, I ran for office. For those who are in here for politics, I ran for a position here in my city. But both of my Instagrams are still up. One's just I'm not very active on. Is your channel new? My channel is no, it's not new. I started this channel back in 2020, but I stopped for a while and then I picked it back up probably last year. You are in politics. I was, yes, I was. I'm still affiliated with people in politics. I might get back into it. We'll see. They need some wholesome spirituality in politics. I think that's what politics is missing. It's missing the feminine energy. It's all logical and too, and that's why no one cares about each other. I'm not going to lie, I'm outdated. Yeah, but I think what Beckett is saying is that he is Gen Alpha, and then which is like this newer generation. Which I'm curious what that starts for. Generation Alpha. Alpha means the beginning. So what are you guys the beginning of, Beckett? What are you guys the beginning of? Are you guys the beginning of robots? Are you guys the beginning? Like, what are you guys the beginning? I named her Alexandra after Alexander the Great. Oh, that's cool. You look clever. Thank you, Eunice. I like to think that I'm clever. Besides going live, you guys, and besides making content, my goal is to finish like most of these books I have up here. Because I mean, what's his name? Beckett was talking about brain rot. Brain rot is mindlessly scrolling on social media. That's brain rot, in my opinion. Yes, exactly. Johnny, you literally just typed what I just said. Social media can be too much. There's too many things in your face at one time, and you can't process it all. And I used to try to figure out why I felt so scatterbrained or why I felt like I was like anxious and all over the place. It was because I was consuming too much content at one time. which makes perfect sense. So, as a content creator, I have to find the happy medium of just simply creating and not consuming. Do you read a lot? I could read more. I could read more, but I do read sometimes. I was the last generation. The new generation is beta. Beta? Well, yeah, okay, so babies, like people who are like infants right now would be considered generation beta. But no one's talking about generation beta right now, right? Because they're not even, they're not relevant yet. They're still like either in their mother's wombs or they're literally like 1 month old right now. I think they would also still be considered generation alpha too, because millennials, that age range is from like, it's like a 12-year age range. Like it goes boomers, well, it goes the silent generation, and then it goes boomers, then it's Gen X, then it's Gen Y, which is millennials, then it's Gen Z, and then it's Gen Alpha. So, beta, that would probably be the next generation, but I don't think they're alive yet. Right? Because the time frame, the years between one generation and the next is at least like 12 to 15 years. So, or maybe I don't know, you know. I just finished reading the Silo series, and I'm reading Crown of Midnight. Nice. I don't know what that is, what either of those what either of those books are, but it sounds interesting. Like most of my books, and I kind of want to do book reviews on my channel, not just because I'm reviewing the book itself, but because I want to apply it to real life. So, the books I have here, I want to be able to use and like use as credibility and talking points for, my channel and give myself some ethos, if you will. Do you have kids? I do not have kids. Let's see, my sister is almost alpha, but she's barely not because she was born in 2012 in December. Okay, so then it's about 10 years then. So when were you born? Oh, so you're saying your sister is pretty much almost Gen Z. She's like right in the middle between Gen Z and Alpha. Man, this generation thing is crazy. To think that there's already. How can a pretty girl like you not have kids? Well, thank you. I would say because I'm not ready for them yet. I would argue that kids are definitely an aftermath of a healthy union. Oh, you have work. Oh, okay. Well, Happy New Year. Thank you, Johnny, for stopping by. I appreciate that. I'll see you in the next live. Do you have kids, Eunice? Happy New Year. Thank you. I honestly can't believe it's already 2025. If you guys think about it, a year, if we're going to use 12 months or 365 days as a marker, 1 year is not a lot of time. but a lot can change in 1 year. Like you can change your whole life in 1 year, which is crazy. It's you and me now. Well, it says there's two people in here, and it doesn't count myself. So it's you and one other person. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's still Beckett. You and Beckett and me. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, Beckett's still here. Brittany. Okay, yeah. So Beckett is using Brittany's account. Brittany is Beckett's mom. Okay. According to Beckett, when Beckett first came in here, he said, "Call me Beckett. I'm on my mom's account." Yeah. I'm just looking at. Yeah. What time is it where you are, Eunice? Oh, I literally just asked you that question. It's only 5:32 p.m. And look how dark it looks outside. Let me see if you can see this. You see how dark it is? It's only 5:32. 7:32 for Beckett. 2:32 p.m. for Eunice. So Eunice, you're like a whole day ahead of us. Which is crazy. Jeez, it's like, yeah, that's almost a whole day. Wait, the Netherlands is that far ahead? The Netherlands is what? Like, let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 17 hours ahead. That's like, that sounds like Australia time. That's so far ahead. Oh, it's midnight. Why did you say it's 2:32 p.m.? Oh, you were guessing for me. Oh, okay, okay, okay. No, no, no. For me, it's only 5:32 p.m. in the evening. I live on the west coast of the United States, so I'm behind pretty much everybody in the United States, besides Hawaii and Guam. Yeah. Becky, you must be in Texas or something because you're 2 hours ahead of me. Either Texas or like Colorado or something. Did you travel to Europe? Yes, I've been to Europe one time. I've been to London and Paris. That's it. But I really want to do a European tour where I can just like see all of the United States. I mean, see all of Europe. I'm close to Texas. I'm in Tennessee. Okay. That's cool. I want to go to Tennessee too. I heard they have a good country music. Like good places to listen to country, like live bands and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you know stuff about that, but I would assume you would, right? Yeah. Oh, well, thanks, Eunice. I appreciate the welcome to the Netherlands. It seems like a fun place. When I was in Costa Rica in 2022, so 2 years ago, I was doing karaoke at this little restaurant, and this huge, massive group from the Netherlands literally came to sing a karaoke song, and it was about the Netherlands. And it was like their national anthem. It was like Netherlands, oh Netherlands. And they were wearing like orange shirts and it was very patriotic. What are they considered? The Dutch? What are Netherlands people considered? Are they Dutch? They're like that? Okay, then that makes sense because they were very patriotic in their orange. It looked like they were wearing orange soccer jerseys or something. They did really well in the World Cup, this last men's World Cup. Okay, so they are Dutch, yeah. Yes, they are European, but like I was curious of what they consider themselves Dutch. Cool. What else, guys? Do you watch soccer on TV? I do. I used to watch the English Premier League like every day after school. Now I just tend to watch highlights and stuff. Beckett says Messi or Ronaldo. That's such a tough question. You can't ask that question. You know that's not a valid question. You know why? Because they're both like good in their own right. But if I had to choose, I would say this is gonna sound basic. I have to say Messi. Ronaldo was good at free kicks but Messi, he's good at dribbling and scoring. And he's a legend. I mean, come on. Ronaldo is better. To be completely honest, I have not paid a lot of attention to Ronaldo, if I'm being honest, but I did start to learn more about his personal history and how he grew up in Portugal, really poor and very accommodating and loving towards his mom. So I started learning more about his personality and like what he cares about. But I've seen his free kicks. He's really good at free kicks, or at least he used to be. He retired, right? Ronaldo, did he retire, or is he still playing? I think he's still playing. Because Messi, I think, is playing in Miami or something. He's still playing. Okay, that's what I thought. And Messi, I think, is older than Ronaldo. So if Messi's still playing, Ronaldo should be still playing. In Saudi Arabia, interesting. You know what's interesting too? Everybody thought Ronaldo always said Ronaldo was so hot. I never really thought he was that cute. Did you ban the guy who was trying to date my mom? I did. No. I didn't ban him. I put him on timeout, which means he couldn't comment. He couldn't make comments in the chat. Because he was just spamming the chat like, can I date your mom? Can I date your mom? And I'm like, bro. And I told him to stop and he wouldn't stop. So because I put him on timeout, he realized he couldn't make a comment, so then he just left on his own. It's better to do that, like you don't have to ban or block people, just prevent them from spamming and they'll leave. Is Beckett your girlfriend? Wait, what? Are you talking to me, Eunice? Beckett is a subscriber. I just met him today. Brittany is his mom. Brittany is Beckett's mom, and Beckett is on his mom's account. Yeah. So anyway. Wow, time flies. It's already been an hour almost, 55 minutes. Okay, guys, I want to close the live, but thank you for subscribing. If your English is not so good, Eunice, then you can use my channel to learn English. I'll add subtitles so that you can practice because I use HelloTalk. Have you heard of HelloTalk, Eunice? It's a language app that I'm on pretty frequently. So I will put, you can go on HelloTalk to learn English, or you can like just follow my page. Do both. Check it out. It's called HelloTalk. HelloTalk. When are you gonna start streaming again? I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. But you're 2 hours ahead of me, so I'll probably go live again tomorrow, like around noon, 12 noon, which will be like 2 p.m. for you. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks, Beckett. Thanks, Eunice. I'm gonna close it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.